Yeah, we passed each other in the hallway earlier today, and I mean, it was pretty quick. He tried to, like, I think he was trying to talk trash to me. I think he just kept saying, like, don't talk too much. And I was kind of like, yeah, okay, like, we're fighting Saturday, so we're not going to do anything now because I want to make money. I don't know what his deal is. And not only that, but I don't think it's, like, a very cool thing to, like, flex when you got, you know, a bunch of your friends with you and stuff. Like, I had one guy with me, he had a bunch of guys with him, but it's like, dude, like, I get it. You don't have to like me. I don't have to like you, but let's just save it for the cage.
Yeah, he was here. I met him. He was like, I said he speak too much. He talk too much in my media. Like, he disrespect me. They like these things. I didn't like that, but I said to him, you like to talk too much? He said, yeah. I said, I'm gonna smash your face, chicken. And he said nothing, like, I go from there.
But I think one guy who has, or that at least maybe you don't like, is Paulo Costa. Do you like it when it's like, this feels personal, right? I mean, would it be fair to categorize it as such? It's not personal.
No, it's not personal. It's just business. But sometimes, I've said this before, it's just some energies don't mix, and that's okay. Like I said, I was interviewing with Brett after he beat Uriah Hall, and he came and stood 6 feet away from me and just stared at the wall so he can avoid looking at me. And he knew what it was. There was no security there. It was just Brett, and Brett can't hold us back. But I wasn't gonna do anything. He just had a fight. That'd be a sucker move for me to try and jump him or give him while he just had a fight. But I remember just staring at him, looking at him, and he didn't want a part of it. So yeah, it's just sometimes energies don't mix. So it is what it is. You don't have to like me. I don't have to like you. At least we get to fight, and I get to show you.
Khabib, you know, he and his father have talked about 30-0, but you said that he's got, you know, mileage left, and clearly he's at the top of his game. Do you know how many should fans be preparing themselves that we've only got 2 fights left with Khabib?
Honestly, like, of course, you're not gonna see Khabib fight 10 more fights in the UFC, but I think Khabib right now, he made money, he made a legacy, he made everything, but I think all he care about right now is Justin Gaethje, because I think if anybody out there looking over Justin Gaethje, they are a fool. And Khabib is not a fool. Justin is not a fool. They're very two smart individual, very calculated individual, and they understand there's a lot of stake on the line. You know, it's if Khabib go out there and win, nobody can touch him. No, you can't say nothing. If Justin go out there and win and beat Khabib or beat Tony and win, is like, how are you gonna rank him, right? Among the greats. I think he's already among the great, right? And I think honestly it's one of the most intriguing fight of the year. You know, it's not going to be a lot of trash talking. It's not going to be a lot of unnecessary over the top stuff. It's pure badass versus badass.
Going into the fight, you know, I got to be smart with who I pick my ref. You know, Mark Not So Goddard completely, man. I kicked him in the liver. He's about to fold up like a lawn chair and quit the fight and be done. And oh my nuts! Oh, let me fake the nut shot. And you know, on the replay, it obviously showed that, you know, it was clearly in the liver and his organs were hurt, and he just wanted a 5-minute break, and that's what he got. And then he got another break with the fake eye poke. You know, he's holding his eye on the other eye. You know, I barely touched his left eye, and he's holding his right eye, like, for 5 minutes, getting a break. And then, you know, the ending was very, a very quick stoppage. I mean, I was still in the fight. I told Mark, I'm like, I'm good. I'm holding the double leg. I'm good. I'm intelligently defending the back of my head. And then all of a sudden he stops it when he's hitting 5 shots to the back of my head. I mean, it was a stoppage. It was effing, you know, it was the whole week. You know, I was set up from the start. So, you know, I learned a lot, though, in the things that I did in the fight that I could have done better, you know, keeping my hands up. You know, I was fighting a little bit, just a little bit too confident, keeping my hands down. And I definitely will be keeping my hands up in the future and not taking unanswered shots and just being more strategic in my approach and my game plan, not just going full forward, reckless abandon. You know, there's going to be a more strategic approach, and you're going to see that in Colby Covington 2.0 this weekend against Tyron Woodley.
Well, you know, just being honest, talk and saying you're going to do something is great. Doesn't mean a damn thing. And if you start looking at the previous performances of Tyron, he's a different fighter now. He's not the same. And that happens. That's just the way it is. Colby Covington is a guy that puts pressure. He comes at you. He can wrestle with Woodley. And I know Woodley says he's going to let his hands go. And I'm not buying into that program. I just don't see it happening. I think he's going to wait because it's part of who he is now. And when you start losing, you start becoming concerned about getting that next loss, and you wait and you're trying to land that perfect shot, and the perfect shot that you never throw will never land.
Yeah, he's got to pull the trigger. He's got the speed to land. He's got the power to knock Colby the fuck out.
Absolutely.
And
he does.
If he does it, and here's the thing is I think he needs to really take the approach like he's been talking about, I'm going to let my hands go. He needs to take the approach that this is only a 2-round fight. Just go out there and let it all hang out. And if you don't, Colby's just going to basically take you down and hold you down for the next 3. So you're not going to take a lot of damage. You'll take some shots on the ground.
Take some shots.
Yeah, but you're not, I don't think you're going to get finished. So it's Colby. I think T Wood, I think he needs to go out there and go for broke the first 2 rounds, see if he can get him out of there. Because after that,
okay,
if he waits, you're like you just said, you're never going to
be a 3-round fight.
What do you mean? No, I know it's 5. I know it's 5 rounds.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying it, regardless if it's 3 or 5, he's got to go out there and act like it's only a 2-round fight because his speed and his power has shown it diminishes. It diminishes, especially the more he wrestles, and that's been the game plan on how to beat him for a long time. Gonna do. He's going to wrestle the fuck out of him.
Well,
he's going to try and leg hump him the whole fucking fight, and he's going to get some shots in on the way. And as that happens, T Wood's going to be just trying to defend the takedown over and over and over again to the point where his hands won't be effective in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th round. So you might as well go out there and try and get him out of there in the first 2. That's just my advice because we've seen in the last couple fights, once he starts wrestling, the pop's not there, the speed's not there, and his hesitation is there. And that's the one thing you don't want when you have speed and power normally in your on your side. And he just hasn't been pulling the trigger. He's so afraid of someone, just not afraid, but he just knows he wants to defend the takedown. He doesn't want to be put on bottom. And you just got to start letting it go, man. Uppercut, right, left hook, right hand. Just do what you did when you fought Koscheck.